Good Murmuration morning. We're back out in the garden. I'm Jeannie.
And
He's
I'm
Flip-Flop.
Flip-Flop.
He forgot his name there for a minute. And it's a beautiful-ish morning. And we're here with our babies.
Yes.
He's got a real baby and I've got a furry baby.
Yes. He's asleep.
Mm-hmm. The benefit to my baby is that it doesn't poop in its pants. And the benefit to his baby is that it doesn't get him all hairy.
Yeah, but he tells you.
That's good.
He's telling now.
Oh, he
Mess.
tells you. Messy.
Mess.
Oh, messy. Lovely.
Yes.
Well, if we want to take this into a theological vein, we can think about how lovely it is to take care of things that can't take care of themselves.
I agree.
And think about how God does that for us.
Yep. He holds our hand when we need to learn how to walk.
Yeah.
How to climb, how to walk down steps.
Ah.
It's not walking up steps, it's walking down steps.
Oh, he does or God does?
I think God does.
God does for us.
Yeah.
That's true. Walking up steps is a totally different experience than walking down them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. And there's such... Oh.
And he's off.
Yeah. Oh, I've got another baby.
You got your backup.
I got my backup baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's images in the Bible of God, lovely female images of God as well, in this sort of parenting mode, like a hen with chicks, putting wings over chicks.
Yeah.
Roosters don't do that so much.
You know, and you don't think about it until, you're raising your children, of what your own belief is. Your true belief.
That's definitely true.
And what are you going to teach them?
What are you going to teach them? That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Mine are bigger than that. And so now it's at a stage where their own beliefs, they're forming their own beliefs. And it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because it makes you have to really figure out what yours are.
Yeah. And then, you look at the way our generation, going back to yesterday's, the disconnect, and how you want to reconnect without scaring them, this generation away, and being healthy.
Yeah,
healthy.
And that's definitely something that I personally find very comforting about the traditional aspects of church, just because for me, my family have been worshiping that way for hundreds and hundreds of years. So there's elements of the traditional church that I don't want to go away. There's elements of it that I very much do want to go away.
Yeah,
but some of the more traditional things I do want to remain, just because when the going gets tough, I can go and, I don't want to say this, but it's true. When the going gets really tough, you do almost want to turn your brain off. When you're grieving, when you just don't know where to turn, those aren't the times when you're really being intellectual about something. Those are the times when you want to go and just have things wash over you and hold you up.
Yep. For me, it always goes back to footsteps. Or footprints.
Footprints in the sand.
Yeah, footprints in the sand.
That's so perfect for Flip-Flop.
Yes, I'm the beach guy.
You're the beach guy, yeah.
And it's like, just thinking about it, it brings tears. It's overwhelming.
Yeah, that when at the time when you don't think that God's there, God is. Yeah, those really tough times are when being able to just free fall back into the tradition that your ancestors had. Is lovely, because they went through that same stuff too. Yep. Everyone has lost parents, have lost siblings, everyone's gone through that kind of thing, and the tradition of the church is good there. But certainly when you're not in that mode, and your kids aren't in that mode, how do you bring them up?
Yeah.
Do you force them? Do you say, it's Sunday morning, it's 8:30, you're getting up and you're going to church?
Yes. And for me, growing up, it was, and you're not eating.
Oh, that's right, because you weren't allowed to eat beforehand.
Yeah.
I know a woman who said she passed out when she was a kid. She passed out because she didn't.
Especially in summertime. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Wow.
the good memories, good times.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
I wouldn't change it for anything. But this generation's gonna see it differently.
They're going to have to see it differently because church is just changing. I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
Well, it's changed already. It's like when I was little and went to church, there were like hundreds and hundreds of kids in Sunday school and in youth group, and it was just,
Yep.
you could find friends because there were so many people to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like for my kids, there have been times when they've gone to Sunday school and like there were only like 2 other kids.
Yeah.
And it's like if they aren't the kids that you know well or have things in common with, you just sort of sit there staring at each other, coloring a picture of Jesus or something.
Yeah.
And it becomes like a weird thing. Like, well, my parents made me go here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know in in different countries they see it differently from us. And we're the land of the free, the land of
Home of the brave.
Home of the brave. But religiously wise, there's such a huge spectrum of...
Yes, because we don't have a state religion, so
No.
we're allowed to have whatever religion we want.
Yeah.
There's maybe less variation in countries that sort of have a historical state religion. Even if they have religious freedom and there's others to pick from, if there's a state religion that's sort of overseeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or just culturally, like everyone from that country is...
there's not very many religious countries anymore. I mean, if I think of Europe, it's pretty much...
Yeah.
Yeah, pagan.
Pagan.
Pagan
They've gone back to the beginning.
They've gone back to the beginning.
Yes, because they were all,
Worshipping other things.
Yeah.
Worshipping other things.
Yeah.
So, but, the God of Abraham, the triune God that Christians worship and Jews worship and Muslims worship.
And Muslim, yes. We
that
all
is
worship
a God,
the same one.
And that's a God of relationship.
Yes.
And I think that's probably what's key with our children.
A God of family. Talks of family.
Yeah.
Lineage.
Screwed up family, too. Lineage.
Yes.
But, not family as in perfect family. But
No,
all of the families in the
like-
Bible are kind of messed up.
Yeah.
But yes, lineage and relationship, and at a time in history when our kids and ourselves are on iPads or phones, and we're communicating, but in these weird ways, to know that there's this God that wants to know us and have a relationship with us, the God that called Abraham first to relationship, is still very much, it's all about relationship. So we got to figure it out with our kids together. Yeah. We can't just say to them, this is how it's going to be, because relationships don't work that way.
No.
That's how they fall apart.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, when you get bossy and say, it's going to be this way, that's usually when
that's the highway.
That's the highway. Yeah, that's usually a sign that it's not going to work out.
No.
So maybe that's what we need to do. Think creatively with them about how it is God's working in their life.
And just...
And our life.
Talking about it. Being open.
Being open.
Having conversations.
And remember, it's all about love.
Yes,
it's all about love. And it's all about open honesty and fairness and justice. All those things.
Yeah. And little ones like this.
Yeah. Or lots of fun. And like this. My little Travelocity gnome. Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're doing multiple commercials here.
Actually, which actually, the Travelocity gnome, I think, comes from that film Emily, that French film Emily.
Okay.
Oh, you must see that film. It's fabulous. But then you'll get it.
I'll put that on my list.
Put it on your list, man. You should watch that tonight.
After Einstein's and...
Oh, little Einsteins.
And...
Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a fabulous fabby-do weekend. And if you are in this area, please rest up today, because Sunday night, we're yarn bombing Sister Jean's. Yes, we are. And it's going to be mental in a good way.
Yes.
And it's going to be super duper cool. So we need signs, and we should be all ready to go with our knitted stuff.
Yes.
So 6:30, meeting at Sister Jean's. And we'll probably all go out afterwards somewhere and have something to eat.
Some good foods.
Some good foods. Yeah, it's going to be great. So if you're watching this very, very early and you're up for some pancakes today, our meetup on Friday is at 8 o'clock at Gilchrist's Offshore in Cologne, New Jersey. Best hotcakes around.
And the French toast isn't bad either.
Oh, really? French toast?
French toast, it's their special French toast with, we're throwing them like free.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Free press.
Yeah.
French toast with bananas.
Ooh, that does sound good. Do you know what I'd always get? It's weird. I always get 1 egg poached, but drained a lot on rye toast that's buttered a lot.
I do scrapple. I do scrapple with syrup on top.
Scrapple, Taylor ham, or pork roll.
Yes.
Whichever you call
pork
it.
Roll.
So hope I see you soon. And if you are not from around here, blessings to you, and move like a murmuration. Get out there, see what needs to be done, and creatively do a thing to do it. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, send us your Instagram photos. All done there. And have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. See you next week.
See ya.